Okay. Happy New Year. Happy 2022. Um, it's snowing and I'm here with the camera. It's like, I guess, 3 a.m. in the morning. And if you're watching the video, you probably came from the one video I uploaded where I said that I'm going to make these 3 videos, which will be all unedited, completely raw. I don't have any script. I'm going to talk about things, whatever comes to my head, whatever comes to my mind. And yeah, let's start with it. I know that this could be a little boring, but this is probably the most special video for me because I'm going to talk about everything, whatever has happened, past, present, future. This video is going to be about the past, and yeah, it's snowing, and enjoy the cold, cool vibes of Ithaca. Let's go on a walk. What we're gonna do is we'll go to Cornell, and I have 3 batteries, one for each video, so I'm not sure how long the videos will be or anything like that. But you know what? Grab popcorns, grab something to eat, sit back, relax, and enjoy these videos. So let's go. First of all, I can maybe share a little view of where I live. This is the CTT College Town Terrace Apartments. All these buildings are of CTT, and I live there. That's the green bridge where I previously. Ow! Oh my God, snow's getting into my eyes. Yeah, that's the green bridge where I've recorded my previous videos, last 2 videos, I guess. And yeah, this is the building. Also, I'm a little afraid because even though I am wearing the snow boots and stuff, it gets super, super slippery. And I have fell once in the snow and it hurt me for about a week. I had to stay in my bed, literally. So yeah, let's go. Let me turn the camera around. I will switch back from talking about my life to showing you things, around, showing you Cornell, a little bit of the campus, and whatever comes in our way. What do we begin with, man? I guess I don't need to start with my background information because you guys already know all of that. But let's sort of start from grade 12. Just a rough brief of different things, what I did, why I did, and what it caused, what were the consequences. So I did not take the IIT exam after grade 12. I prepared for it for 2 years. I went to Vidya Mandir, Pitampura. Any VMCNs? Yeah, but I did not take the JEE exam. Why? I'm not sure till this day, but part of me wanted to go abroad for studies right after grade 12, and I just thought that, fuck this exam, let's see what else is there. And it just like happened too fast. The date passed, exam, I didn't take it, and I ended up taking the IP University's entrance exam. And then since we realized that it's going to cost a lot of money to go abroad for studies right after school, that is for undergrad, I ended up joining IP University. I went to MSIT, and I guess that's where the whole like spiral of me going downhill started. Okay, let me show you a little bit around. I love these houses in Ithaca, or like in the US. They're like super cool. There's a little area in front of the house where you can sit. There's a backyard, and just the way they look, I really love them. I would rather live in a house like that than live in those apartments. But yeah, man, it is going to be a long walk. I'm not used to walking. I'm gonna be breathing super loud in the camera. Forgive me about that. But okay, where were we? Okay, I joined MSIT. The reason why I joined it was because I did not have any other option. And that was the time when I won't share why, but I shifted my focus from life to building a resume, which is ironic because I literally gave a TEDx talk titled "Don't Build a Resume, Build a Life." But yeah, around that time when I joined college, I started building resume intentionally and focused on working. Maybe one day I'll share why, but I really don't want to get into that. But I shifted my focus from everything life related to just working. And it was like I took a pledge of working myself to death and just doing things for some reason. And alright, I kind of like this view. I mean, not view, but the snow around. If you're not eating something, I'm telling you, grab something because it will get boring. But if you ever watched any of my videos or if you feel related, because most of us do the same things in India, don't we? And you're probably an engineering student, so I guess there is something that you'll relate to. Or if you're a student, or I guess if you're anyone, I really don't know what I'm saying. See, I usually have a script for my video, which I use, which I pre-plan, write, and then record videos. But right now I don't have anything, and yep, and I'm not gonna edit anything at all. So yeah, building a resume over building life. Around the time when I joined college, I did everything in my power to be, you could say, well, not in the spotlight, but I just wanted to do everything. And by everything, again, I mean nothing that would build you as a person, but or everything that would help you in your career. So that's what I did. I've always been this student that does good, scores really good, gets A plus, 10 CGPA, all of that bullshit that we sort of naturally want to achieve, or we get into that mindset of, okay, if you're getting all these perfect things, that means you're doing great in life. So that's why I wanted to do multiple things. I wanted to do some things for myself. But being in MSIT and having that consistent thought of, I could have been in IIT, why did I not take the exam? Just that thought kind of always pushed me in the direction of working. And I did the things that I did in college, which was starting IOSD, International Organization of Software Developers, and starting Verved. And when I started Verved in October 2018, still remember the day, still remember everything. That was actually a real, I would say, issue or cause that a real motive that I started Verved with. There was a real motive behind it, which was genuinely to build something to help people get internships. That was the idea, that was the motive that I had behind it. Now how things went, I shared in my first TEDx talk, well, at least all the positives. We got awards for our work, worked on really cool projects. And around the time when I started Verved, I went to Goa on a solo trip because I was burnt out. And that's 1 month into starting Verved, 1 month into this business, and I already felt burnt out. So it was a very spontaneous decision. I just decided, all right, let's book tickets. And the next day I was gone to Goa. and I thought that will help me, but that was a very bad trip. I still remember being in that hotel room and crying, not even going outside. Yeah, I literally went to another city, but I did not want to get out at all or visit the beaches. I did visit a few beaches, but it was just like a very, I would say, a dark place. The first time that I actually felt what it means to be in that dark place. Um, all right, view check. That's the gym over there. So I kind of took a turn. I did not take the same gym route that I did in my last video. I took a longer route and I came from all the way there. So yeah, to go to Cornell, it's mostly uphill. So I do have to walk a lot. But that's okay. We're walking together. We're in this together. And I feel great. I think I should have said this in the starting of the video. But okay, I'll probably talk about this in the video that I'll upload, sharing that I'm gonna upload these 3 videos of past, present, and future. But anyway, back to the topic, back to the past, the dark days. After that Goa trip, I came back to Delhi, and I was back to my grind, doing projects, doing this and that, doing everything that I can, saying yes to everything. I actually never said no to anything at all. That's the gym. It's cold. Yeah. So I never said no to anything at all. It was always yes. What else can I do? What else can I do? What is next? And I guess a part of why I did that, other than me just wanting to focus on my career, is it blurry? I have gloves on, so I cannot even focus, but let me try. I just hope it's not blurry. I cannot even see properly. Alright, let's go. But yeah, the part of the reason of me feeling that way was me wanting to focus on only my career, and also, I guess, getting validation from other people. That is not something that I've consciously wanted or really desired at all, but I do think that this wave that I was on of doing things, achieving something and getting all those awards, getting invited to give a talk on TEDx platform, going to Dubai, even the Finland trip, going to Finland to attend Hack Junction, the hackathon. There was this idea of what other people will think of me. What other people will, how other people will view my actions and what I am doing. So that's why I just kept doing things, and it felt good. And not gonna lie, man, when you're invited to literally another country and given an award, top 40 tech leaders, it's just insane. But I mean, it was all a part of getting me to the place where I am now. I'm tired, honestly. And okay, we've not walked a lot, but the thing is, it's all uphill. Okay, so I have to go uphill to get to the campus, and that's what causes the exhaustion. If it was a plain road, everything would be cool. But okay, let's continue. Matter of fact, I should put this on. Ow. Never mind. So, part of it was me wanting other people to sort of recognize the achievements. And that's, as I said, it's not something that I consciously, wanted or I seek to do. But looking back, I do think that me doing all those things was kind of fueled by how other people viewed me, or what I was creating as a brand of something called Abhishek Sansanwal. And looking back, it's just beautiful. I kind of feel grateful, or I would say more grateful, for how things happened, or how things are, or where I am at right now in my life. Because once you go through that dark place, you have a really different perspective on a lot of things. You kind of understand life better, and I don't know if that makes any sense, but I had a meeting with my therapist today and we talked about it, how going through that phase gives you a better understanding of life. Alright, now it's going to be straight uphill to reach Cornell. And yep, we've only walked for a few minutes. That's okay, let's keep going. Man, I love snow. I've not shared this. I mean, maybe I have, but whenever it snows, snow was the reason why I came to Cornell. If you watch the video, why I chose Cornell or Duke in Columbia, snow was the reason. I mean, it does snow where Columbia and Duke are, but like this vibe of Ithaca, this was the reason of me coming to Cornell. And I cannot say that I'm disappointed. Even though I had in the back of my mind that, place, or like a new place won't like alter your happiness or stuff like that. But I would say whenever it snows, I'm naturally very happy. I don't have a lot of the negative thoughts that I usually have. And that is good. That is really good. I still think it's blurry, man. Alright, let me try to focus. Is it focused? Yep, it is. Okay, it's snowing more here as we go up to Cornell. I cannot put this back. Alright, let me walk and try. Where are we? Validation, seeking validation, thinking of how other people view me or the things that I'm doing. But I guess what I want to focus on, or what I have come to realize, was the cause of putting me in the place that I am right now. Would be burnout. That's what my therapist says. You just worked a little too much. I did have fun. I remember I did have fun. But yes, and I've said this a few times before, I felt like every conversation that I had with anyone, it was a project or a business meeting. So I never even really had friends, or a group of friends or whatever. Like I can literally name just 2 people that I would say were my friends, but I mean, I don't even know anymore. But that's how I've been. I mean, naturally. I don't know. One part was me just wanting to work, and okay, I'm gonna not put this on at all. I know my hands are gonna freeze, but that's okay. One part was surely me wanting to work and work and work all the time, but another part of me was also because I did not want to get close to anyone. You know, I didn't, whether it's like friends or relationships, I just didn't want to do that at all. And that's something that I still do. I avoid getting attached to people. You know, man, I'm loving this. It's super cold. Probably my hand's gonna freeze. I'm scared for the camera because there's snow on top of the camera, and I'm scared that it's gonna mess up the microphone. And I'm not even using an external mic. All right, we got this. We got this. Let's keep going. So that is something that I still struggle with, not wanting to get close to anyone. And I also sometimes think that I shouldn't say that's something I struggle with. It's just my life. It's just me, you know. I mean, sure, well, okay, I'll talk about that in the next video. But now that I have severe anxiety, that kind of defines my social interactions or a lot of things that I do in my day-to-day life. All right. What else, man? So yeah, that was how the past was, or like at least how my mindset was throughout the undergrad, throughout those 4 years, you know. And I will say that I would not take the offer if I get to go back and relive those 4 years. Not because I know it's gonna lead me to this point that I'm in right now, but also because I am grateful for what happened. All the things I did. You know, I would never be at Cornell, even though I was the kid that scores really good, gets all these good grades and stuff. But I don't know, I just think that there's literally millions of people that are more deserving or more worthy of being here. But you know, there's this line in this is funny. In my first TEDx talk, I shared a line in one of NF's songs, and I'm doing that right now. But there's a line in one of his songs which goes as, "Everything that breaks you down also builds your character." I love that line. Oh my god, it's snowing so much. So you know, that's something that I have come to realize is true. You know, everything that happened in the last 4 years, that did lead me to Cornell, and I'm here in the US. So even though it led me to this state of mind where I was very close to committing suicide in the last week of December, but okay, I'm also a little bit getting confused whether this belongs in the present, past, or future. Oh my god, it's snowing a lot. But yeah, that's how the past was I I'm finally here at Cornell. I decided to come to grad school. The real reason was for sure I wanted to try something different and study here. See what US education is like. Okay, the battery is getting low, I need to turn off the video. But I guess the next part is going to be talking about Cornell.